You see, a good friend, he wrote me yesterday, or maybe even it was today. He wrote me that Bitcoin has actually progressed, increased much quicker than anticipated. And that is a cause for worry. So I thought, why not? Let's just look at a few numbers, at a few historical comparisons. And then tomorrow, let's have a good old-fashioned debate about where we think it's going. But one thing is sure. We are on the right side of history. And I do think that the trigger for the next real true bull run, yes, it was in fact the ETF for Bitcoin. But as I said a month ago, I think what's really gonna start the third cycle is Ethereum approval ETF. That's what we're going to talk about, because we do expect Ethereum to hit 15,000 by October 2025. Anyway, let's get this little this little show of ours started. And as always, I think it goes a little bit like this. Let's go. Even the transitions have been sleeping. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. And in case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, well then do me a favor. Hit like, smash and subscribe and all them goodies so that you can be notified every time I go live, with delay or no delay, so that you can, and this is important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I am number one, and I am back. So let's get going. I don't want to waste too much time here. So let's look at, and before we look at these, let's look at the four charts. We see Bitcoin at 63, we see Ethereum at 3.4, we see Solana at 131, up 2%, and then of course those beautiful dots, those beautiful dots. And for all those of you who are too late or felt that you missed the train, well, the dot train hasn't even taken off yet. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. As I said, I'm going to make this real quick and crisp. I don't know if I can do that, actually. You know me, but let's try. I gotta say, while I was, traveling and doing all those important things, I was like, wow, are we going to see Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high and I'm not there? Please tell me that won't be true. I mean, I would not be able to make a live stream if we're gonna go through the all-time high. So the Bitcoin god, the karma, the aura made it that we didn't go through. But hallelujah, we are looking here at the weekly, and of course the purple line with the 7-day moving average. And so we're gonna jump into a little bit of, I don't even want to, analysis. I don't know, just some thoughts, abstract. But let's scroll out. Look at this. I mean, what a week. However, first things first, right? Because I know you come here for the technical analysis, right? The weekly chart with the 7-day moving average. When we look here, the 7-day moving average, which is always, the purple line. First of all, what I do think we're going to see, I think we're going to see a retracement. But no, things are going crazy. So let me rephrase that. As long as we stay above the 7-day moving average, even if we are going to see, some profit taking, or call it what you want, retracement, I highly doubt that we're going to go below the 7-day moving average on the weekly, which is currently around 50. So I think we are all in for the bull market. I really do think. Now the question is, what we are going to focus on a little bit today, we're going to focus on this area here. Let me put it here. Was the high in Bitcoin really, was it around April 2021, or was the high really in November 2021? See, that's a real good question. It's a real good question, because if we were to jump over to this beautiful slide I made here, Bitcoin has already achieved all-time highs against a big basket of fiat currencies, which include the Japanese yen, the Malaysian ringgit, the Indian rupee, Taiwan dollar, South Korean won, the Chilean peso, Australian dollar, the Chinese yuan, the South African rand, the Norwegian krona, and of course the Turkish lira. So in those countries, we would always already see that Bitcoin would have hit its all-time high. But since we are comparing it to the to the dollar, to the US dollar, it hasn't, right? It hasn't. How much does it really matter? Historical figures. You know, I like to draw some parallels, but it shouldn't really affect, and it doesn't affect our overall investment strategy. But of course, we want to be on the right side of the 7-day moving average. Anyway, before we look further in this, let me just go in and look if anyone is here, because this is really unannounced. So let me see if anyone is here to have a quick chit chat. Oh, let me see here. I can see Reggie, Reggie Laksamana. He is here. Good to see you, sir. Vax, my good old friend, is here. I love you. I love you. Thank you for coming on Best Tiny YouTube channel. The smallest YouTube channel on the interweb. What do you say, Big Nasty? Good to see you. It's good to see you in the house. And that's about No Faces also here. No Face, I like that. No Face. I just, there's some of your names that I really like, and No Face is mysterious and always has good input. Good to see you. Dot is slow. Yeah, all good things come to those who wait. What do you say, Mahia? Mahia. Nice to see you and hear you again, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm so happy, that is Godzilla. And Super Seed. Now I can see everybody's coming. all 20 of you. Anyways, good to be back. In the end, I'm just going to have a few words on the private situation, but let's get back on track and talk a little bit about crypto. So when we go back here, and remember, we already seen the all-time highs to this various basket. Coming back to the question that I got of my good friend Matt today, he was saying that Bitcoin was, because I think now, is it the overall market or is it only Bitcoin, right? Keep that in the back of your mind. So I made this here. I don't know if this is the right writing, right? Breaking Bitcoin's historical highs. But if we go back to 2017, the 11th November 2017, we had Bitcoin hitting its high. I'm going to take you. So we have to, go back through two screens here. So remember here, we got Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit the high back in 17, in the week of 11th of November. When did it then, how long did it take for Bitcoin? I'm always in the way when we look at those charts. Let me just put myself here. Bam, down there. So you can see here. So this was back in December, 11th of this, in the week of the 11th of December 2017. When did we break through the previous all-time high of 2017? Well, we broke through that 14th of December, in the week of the 14th of December 2020, right? I think you all understand that. Maybe we should just make a line, just in case, let's just make a trend line. And who cares about the color? Bam, here, right? No, but until here. I'm not so good with those lines. And one thing is goddamn sure, we don't make the purple lines, because the purple lines means predictions. So let's make it just the good old orange. So, from December 2017 to December 2020 is how long it took from Bitcoin to reach its previous all-time high to its all-time high in 2020. Now we go back to this lovely slide we have. We can see that was 3 years, give and take, but very close to 3 years. Not give a lot and don't take a lot. 3 years. So the next question that we need to ask ourselves is, what is the previous all-time high that we consider the valid all-time high? Is it the 64,854, which we saw on the 12th of April, or was it in fact 7 months later, what we saw on 8th of November 2021? Let's go back and look at the chart. So we scroll out. So I guess you can see here is the 12th of April 2021 with a high of, 64,000. Here in November 2021 is the high of 69,000. And I mean, you can then argue, is it the weekly high, the daily high, the closing, not open? There are many ways to look at it. Many ways. Now, if we take the high of 12th of April 2021 and we go forward to where we are today, which is 3rd of March 2024, well, that kind of equals with 3 years. 3 years from 17 to 20, right? Now it will be, if we take the 64,000 from April 2021 to 3rd of March 2024, that will be 3 years, give and take a little bit more than we did in 2017 to 2020, right? 64,000, 3rd of March. But still, we haven't broken the all-time high. We're very close, but we haven't. So what do you guys think? You see, it led me to, to think that this is not an analysis that anyone can use for anything. So why don't we go in, just have a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF. Oh, here we go. I've got some commercials. It's very good. So the last time we were looking at the Bitcoin ETF tracker, I remember it was around 28 billion. Now we're 51. That means we're seeing a lot of inflow. Very nice. Good. Happy about that. Let's go back. I thought, you see, when we talk about the future of finance, we're talking about the future of finance is being built right in front of our eyes, and it's being built on Ethereum. So let's go in and check out Ethereum. So if we go back and look at Ethereum and see in the previous cycle from 2018 to 2021, you will see that Bitcoin had its all-time high in November 2017. And of course, Ethereum always takes a bit longer. So that was then in January 2018. When did Ethereum then see its high? It saw it on the 18th of January 2021. Just remember, Bitcoin was November 2017 to December 2020. Ethereum, a bit later, lags a little bit behind. So it was from January 2018 to its next all-time high, which was recorded on January 2021. Let's go and have a quick look at that. We go and look in at Ethereum. Let's go back here and take this up, and maybe we can see that Ethereum here had its all-time high in January 2018. Right there. It broke through its previous all-time high from 2018, as we said, on the 18th in the week of 18th of January 2021. A little bit delayed. When did Ethereum, you see, are we going to have confusion with Ethereum just like we had with Bitcoin? Because with Bitcoin, we are not completely sure if we're taking the high of 64,000 in the week of April or November. I mean, 64 to 69, you would say, Nico, you're crazy. Of course, there's huge difference, right? It's much clearer though when we look at Ethereum, because on the 12th of April 2021, Ethereum was trading at 2,548, and its price 7 months later was almost double at 4,868. There can be no confusion there. You see, from 65 to 69, there's a few percentage. With Ethereum, it's almost 100%. If we go in and look at that Ethereum chart, we can see this was April. This is the high it had here around April, May 2021, but it's not at all looking as close as we saw here with Bitcoin. So I think it's pretty clear that when you look at Ethereum, that Ethereum's all-time high must be the date considered November 2021, the ultimate all-time high of Ethereum, as it actually also was with Bitcoin. Now, if we take that into consideration, that would mean that we would have to calculate, if we go in our historical dates, that the ultimate date that we would expect to break through the previous all-time high is around November 2024. But now we also know that what I'm standing and saying now, that's like, Fata Morgana, or, who would want to, we can't use that for anything, can we really? I don't think we can. But there's one thing that we can't look at. Bitcoin is always leading the pack. And that is why we are seeing Bitcoin here at 60, what did we see here? 63,000. What was the high we had here a few days ago? 64,000. I don't know if it's going to break through it or we're really going to wait. But what I do think was the trigger for this current bull run, and which I would like to, name the third cycle, was the ETF approval. Ethereum is lagging behind. If we look at where Ethereum is now, it also had a nice spike up, but we can see Ethereum is still way below its previous all-time high. In fact, if we go into this website that that I like, CoinGo.Live, because there you can always go in and you can track all the coins and see how far down they are from the previous all-time highs. And you just go in there and where do we go? I even forgot that. It's been so long. Well, if we go in and we look at, where do we have it here? I have to log in, guys, sorry. So we log in here, boom, and then we go to all-time highs there. And then we can see Bitcoin is trading 9.6% from its previous all-time high, whereas Ethereum is trading 40% from its previous all-time high. I think we see it very clear here, from here to the previous all-time high. What I'm trying to say is, I believe in the next 6 months, I really, would have no clue when, but I think when we're gonna get the approval, the go for the Ethereum ETF, which we all know that ARK Invest, VanEck, Grayscale, BlackRock, Hashtags, Invesco, Fidelity, all pending, all waiting. I think that will be the trigger for the ultimate third cycle to really kick off. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see if anybody's in the chat, and then we will have a question or two. And so I'm going to go to the chat very soon. But I was thinking, because sometimes we have this 20 seconds delay. So in case there are any questions, I thought we should look at the portfolio. What are the numbers? And if we go in here and let's look quick through. So far, with Illuvium, since we entered, we're up 84%. With Metis, we're up 460%. With Compound, we're up 107%. 121 with Kusama. Moon River, 412. Uniswap, 111. 194 with Chainlink. LivePeer only up 66%. That's not a lot if we actually look how LivePeer has been doing in the previous week. 165% with Internet Computer. Gamified, 27%. Polkadot only up 129%. I believe this Polkadot is going to take up. Thorchain Room, we're up 189%. Synthetics, 178% only. I thought it was more. Litentry, 36 down, still with Energy Web Token. Theta up 214. Cross Network up 171. Origin Trail 241 since we got in. 502% up with Radium. Actually, I wanted to say we have already actually hit four coins where we already were above 10x, 1000%. Now they went down again, but you know, if you are in a trader, in and out, you know, out and in and out, then at least, you know, we did that. One of them was, of course, NetSwap is still up more than 1000%. Then we got Singularity Net up 341. Storage, I think, has a lot of potential, only up 36% since we got in. We're still down with Kilt. Centrifuge, Real World Assets, we're up 173% since we got in. I mean, it's peanuts compared to what we are expecting. Cardano up 144%, 17% with Curve. 1 inch, we're up only 111%, 135% with Moonbeam. That should actually be in the Polkadot portfolio. Chromia, 132. Power Ledger, 168. Yeah, the Graph up 429%. It was a good buy. Mantra DAO. I mean, I told you guys, get in there around 22, 24. We're up more than 1000%. I said we had 4, right? Anyway, Hedera only up 117, but Altair, almost 400%. Insurance, we're still down. I still believe in them. Virtual Poker was also one that hit more than 1000%. Now it's only up 500%. So that would be the third. What else do we have? Umbrella Ella, we're down 10%. Got a big position in that. Nodal 316, Engine Starter up 256. I gotta think, maybe I forgot about which one. Anyway, we will also update this, but I mean, things are looking good and not the worst, not the worst. Anyway, let's go ahead and see the chat and then we'll just move on till tomorrow. So, here we are. Oh, guys, we got 30 viewers, 30 lions unannounced. Let me see. If there's no questions, welcome to Bull Run. Yes, welcome, Shahida. Meet my soul brother. I love you so much. ETF started the bus to bring the liquidity. Exactly, and that is exactly what Vax is writing. It's all about liquidity, and there are many questions that we could talk about Bitcoin. 21 million. We got the big guys buying. Now think about it. People that are buying Bitcoin are probably not thinking of Bitcoin when you buy it. I mean, think about it. If, you know, BlackRock's clients, Fidelity, all these major institutional investors, it's not like in and out and in. It's probably more long term. So that's kind of, so I do believe that we are seeing the future finance on the blockchain being a market that is maturing, meaning there's going to be less volatility ultimately, and there's going to be market manipulation. Market manipulation is anywhere in any financial market in the world. So forget that. There will always be that. You see, the question is how we are successful, is how we understand the psychology of the market. Bitcoin may act as, you know, gold, right? Let's look at Bitcoin like gold. Ethereum like silver, and all the altcoins are following the trend of silver. I know, I mean, it's maybe not the best comparison, but I do think that we are really seeing the blockchain market mature. So what do we say here? Oh yeah, that's great. That's Shahid. Everything I say and do should not be considered financial advice. As you know, I don't know shit about crypto actually. Alexandra Boyd, thank you for track. My pleasure. My pleasure. Murky McDella, looking better than ever. Shahid, at the end of the bull run, I'm flying you some fresh New York pizza. I'm telling you, at the end of the bull run in 2025, if everything is going to go the way it is, Betty's going to be worth $100 million. Imagine that. And if I'm going to get 1% of that, I will buy pizza for everyone. Okay, it might be the most epic run so far for altcoins. No, sugarcane, welcome to this little show. I mean, we haven't really seen, well, so far. It depends, when did you join, right? We had a lot of fun, back in 2018, 19, 20, and 21, right? Lots of epic bull runs. But I congratulate you that you are already here. Because remember, so what do you say here, Reggie? You're saying ETH upgrade will cause FOMO, fear of missing out. Pending ETH ETF, do you still think the bull run will extend into 2025? No. Okay, this is very important. As much as I like to call myself number one, remember, I'm no one, right? I'm no one. So, based on these third quarter 2025, please, for God's sake, don't, I mean, based on historical figures, that's what looks reasonable to me. But I would say, this cheat sheet that we have been looking at a few times and that I think is very valuable is this cheat sheet that we took from Wall Street. And it is. And now it is important that we look on the left side. We're not looking at going down anymore. We have to look at the left side going up. Where are we now? Hope, a recovery is possible. Optimism, this rally is real. Just around being in the optimism, this rally is real. That's where I say we are. So we still need, now we are getting institutional, fresh, beautiful money in. They're getting in. They're getting their positions. They're getting their right pockets, the left pockets, the back pockets, all the pockets covered before they're going to let the masses, the sheep, the retail investors in. So we are still far away from the thrill. I will buy more on margin. Gotta tell everyone to buy. Euphoria, I'm a genius. That's when we exit the market. Now, is it going to be the third quarter of 2025? I mean, maybe that's what I would say now. But remember, even when I thought that we were going to see Bitcoin, for the longest time, I thought that Bitcoin would hit its low at 12,000. I was wrong. But I did at 15,000 say, I believe we're not going to hit the 12. I was wrong with my projection. And we changed at 15, and so it is a thing that we gotta, but at least we should be happy. It's nothing we need to nurture on a daily basis. We're long-term investors. Long-term investors make the best amount of money, at least in my experience. So I hope that was, and Wyckoff obviously also, he helped us a lot. I think the most important thing is, we are waiting for all the sheep to come in, right? And once they have entered the market, well, we all know. We all know what's gonna happen. We're front running. Call us bad people, but it is ultimately my duty, what I want, to help you and Betty make some money. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say about that. Here not leaving. So good to see you, James McLaughlin, Colin McDonald. Nice to see all of you. No face. I remember when you start buying at 15K insane hit. Thank you. What's your personal or Betty's target for? Well, for Algorand I can't say it, but for DOT, I can say it easily. Let me just check here. Let's go on with DOT. Should not be a problem for me to say that. Just need to 1 second, and I will tell you what. I mean, DOT, and I will tell you my price target for DOT is probably a little bit conservative, but that's when we're really getting, that's when you see Betty is going to be very happy with 100 million in the right pocket. What more can, I mean, then that's about that. Let's see, what was the previous all-time high of DOT? Now it was here, where I have it. Oh, sorry guys, it's because I got a, well, I might as, yeah, here we go. I might as well take you there. I thought I could do it quicker, but no. Boom. So let's see, what was the all-time high from DOT? Max. It was up here. It was at 50. Yeah, so I think 150. And I think that's 150. You see, and again, I'm basing it on just statistics, previous statistics, where I'm saying that from all previous inflows of capital, from previous all-time highs, we usually see the price of good, fundamentally, cryptocurrency projects increase threefold, right? So I think we would see that 150, but then again, I think 150, if you would go all the way up to 2030 to 2035, remember, Polkadot has also been doing lots of kissy with the SEC. So it has really been, it's been recognized as not being a security, but, and all those goodies. So, so that's about that. What do you say? Please, people, only buy on red days, not pumps. That is true. And I look forward to having, you see, on the way up, we're also going to have our flash crash live streams. I look forward to them. There's going to be many waves that we're going to make money. I remember one of our old friends said, I only have old dusty coins. Yes, we're investing mainly into the infrastructure providers, to the financial protocols. But yes, we will get into the games. We will get into, let's say, the trend. I'm not a big fan of all those meme coins. We are going to participate in DOT is dead is DOT, for sure, because we love Polkadot, and I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be money to be made. But not all this low level shit. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock GMT time. So it's going to be a little bit earlier because I can't do these late nights anymore. I love you so much. And remember, I am truly no one and you are number one. And you gotta congratulate and thank yourself for being here. Because once we're truly going to hit all the previous all-time highs and we're going to see all the sheep coming in, we are front running them. You're a bastard. How dare you do a thing like that? To me, you're number one and you are true.